Hello everyone, I'm Ron Grant coming to you live and direct from Tortola in the Virgin Islands. You're watching 284 Media. Thank you so much for your time. VI Motors in the Virgin Islands is once again catering to the needs of professionals within the automotive industry. Of course, today that begins a Autel training that will be held locally for some 30 professionals. We're going to get the details of that, but the training doesn't stop there. It also benefits Virgin Islands students, high school students in the field as well. Of course, there's going to be a magnificent tool show, the first ever to be held in the Virgin Islands, and we're going to discuss that. Joining me today are professionals Mr. Tony Saladriguez from Autel, Distribution Sales Manager in Miami, along with Alicia Rodriguez, the Autel National Trainer out of California, and of course locally Miss Judy Jeremiah, Operations Assistant at VI Motors. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
He hit me. Will CG cover this?
Don't worry. Remember when I was in that competitive arm wrestling circuit? Three-time champion, baby! I did feel bad crushing all those arms and dreams. So I took them all out for ice cream, and then we got crushed. Anyway, CG handled my claims fast.
That explains the arm.
The best cover for the best value. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Orange alert! Orange alert!
Fire is spreading across the BVI. The fastest, most reliable, and affordable fiber internet service is here for you. Look out for fire in these new locations: Slaney, Duff Bottom, Manual Reef, Seacows Bay, Albion, Hannah's, Palestina, Pleasant Valley, and Havers. Fiber is in your area. Call 444-4444 or visit a CCT store to find out more and bring it home. More locations coming soon.
Angie, how can I get my claims paid quick? Rent's due next week.
CG processes 99% of claims within 5 days. Remember when I was hang gliding with those goats? I caught a gust of wind and flew right into a moving car. Every appendage was in the cast, and they paid fast and fairly. That's what I get for trusting a man with a mustache and an eye patch. Now I gotta go. I'm meeting the guy who bedazzled my toes.
99% of claims are processed within 5 days. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Welcome back everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. As promised, we're discussing all things of VI Motors and the beauty of transcribing, that is, the art of training, not only to professionals in the Virgin Islands, but most importantly to the next generation of professionals in the Virgin Islands. I want to take this opportunity to welcome each and every one of you, Mr. Saladriguez, Mr. Rodriguez, and Mr. Jeremiah. Welcome to our platform.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. As I mentioned, there's quite a bit going on at VI Motors, and this is not the first time that we have had such high-level trainings in the Virgin Islands. But before we get into that, Mr. Saladriguez, I want to begin with providing a bit of background on the company, Autel.
Autel was established, I work for Genuine Parts Company for Napa Auto Parts through the distribution center, and Autel was roughly established in 2004. They're one of our diagnostic scan tool and diagnostic systems suppliers. We do other things with other suppliers, and Autel's been kind enough to do in fact, they won Supplier of the Year with us last year. They've done an outstanding job, and they travel with me personally to try and go to different markets and train those markets in all new technologies having to do with the automotive industry.
Wonderful, and I just want to provide some background on your region. Of course, you are stationed in Miami, but where exactly does your region cover?
Well, I personally cover from the east coast of Florida, which is basically Sebastian, to Key West. I cover the Caribbean, Central and South America.
Understood.
For Napa Auto Parts.
And Mr. Rodriguez, I want to talk about this partnership between Autel and VI Motors. What does it mean for you to be in the Virgin Islands and be conducting these high-level trainings?
First off, thank you. It's an honor to be invited out here. Tony brings me along to these training sessions, and I look forward to training new students as well as old students. Some of the old mechanics out there need to just get brushed up onto the newest cars. You have a lot of new cars and new technology out there that they need to get a little refresh, and I enjoy doing that.
Okay, and just for clarification, you are based in California. Tell us about the region that you're covering as well.
I don't really have a region.
Okay.
I'm a diagnostic technical trainer for Autel, and we don't really have regions. They bounce me around
Okay.
the whole country.
Wherever you need it.
Wherever I'm needed, they send me. I mostly come out to the Caribbean with Mr. Saladrigas here because he invites me, and we've had success in some of the other countries. But for the most part, I'm based out of the United States.
Wonderful. Ms. Jeremiah, I want to begin with the Autel training. Of course, this is going to encompass some 30 registrants, today that is, at 5 p.m., who have already pre-registered. Just clarify for us that registration is already closed, and just tell us about some of the companies, the local companies, that will be a part of today's training.
Of course. So as you said, the registration is already closed. We opened it from about 2 weeks ago. So since then, we've been having a widespread of just everyone being excited and, getting intrigued in what is going on. So we have local companies as Smiley Garage, Grant Engineering. We have Hussein as well, but it also extends to students from HLSCC as well as the high school. So we're ranging from beginner level mechanics straight to until those who are well advanced, that are very interested, very excited, that is also hoping not only to learn but also to pass on their knowledge to those around them.
Beautiful. Now, you've been, of course, a part of the team behind the scenes making the preparations happen. What does it mean for VI Motors to be able to cater to the needs of, just like you said, seasoned professionals, but also those who are looking to get into the field?
It actually means a lot. It actually signifies that we are heading in the right direction. The growth that we are expecting and we're planning for is actually happening in a present moment, that we're actually able to have this opportunity, and not just for ourselves and our employees, but also for the BVI on a whole. If we all can move forward together, then the whole market can actually grow to what it can be, and what hopefully can get the BVI to a further position in the next couple of years.
Exceptional. Gentlemen, I have to ask, as it pertains to some of the particular topics that are going to be covered, tell us about those various topics that are going to be covered at today's Autel training.
We'll be covering basic diagnostics, tool use, which is most important. A lot of people may have a scanner, but it doesn't do you any good if you don't know how to use it or interpret the data that the scanner's giving out for the technician to fix the cars. We'll be covering TPMS, we'll be covering ADAS. ADAS is a new advanced driver alert system. A lot of us hear about it, but we don't know about it. We'll also be covering a little bit of the diagnostic and key immobilizer programming.
Understood. And of course, there might be some participants who are watching. What would you say to them in regards to what they can expect?
They can expect how to use our tools, what our tool is capable of doing, and what the benefits are to having a newer scan tool.
Exceptional. In addition to that, we have a hands-on training with auto students from the Virgin Islands High School Technical Studies. That's going to be held on Thursday, March 7th. Judy, I have to touch on that because so much is always really encompassed on seasoned professionals and persons who might have gone away to study. But here is a keen opportunity for students across the Virgin Islands, particularly at the Virgin Islands School of Technical Studies, who are majoring in automotive studies, for them to come and receive training. I want you to speak to what these students can expect.
So basically what these students can expect is a history of what you can basically expect in the market on a whole, and what you can use to see how you can better yourself as a professional in the upcoming market. These guys here are going to be working with them as much as possible. As much as the material may be difficult on some levels, there's still somewhere to start. And we're hoping that not only can they learn from the guys, but also from those around them. Because the guys are only going to be here for a short time, but at least we know you have a support system, not only in the store, but in the professionals in the market, that could help sustain these younger folks and help them to develop the knowledge that they need to become the best that they can become.
Understood. And Tony, you mentioned earlier that these trainings take place quite often. You do them quite a bit. What would you say are some of the major takeaways as you continue to traverse through the Caribbean and interact with professionals?
Well, we've been doing this type of training, and we started in St. Martin.
Okay.
We've done at least 5 of them. In fact, this year we're doing another one at the beginning of April, and we bring in different factories, different manufacturers to help us and train. Originally, I went in with a gentleman from Pico Oscilloscopes, and he did a magnificent job, and I brought him back 3 or 4 more years. And you can see that those techs that have participated in that training in the island have become much better technicians and have learned the philosophy of what it is to do diagnostics. And we offer this, and we offered it recently in Honduras in Spanish.
Beautiful.
And it was amazing. I mean, people, pick up this stuff, and what we do is we set down a base for them to be able to grow from. And that's really what we'd like to do, the same, no matter what level they're at, we'd like to see them grow with the base that we're going to offer them, whether you're a beginner or an expert.
Now, Eliseo, you spoke about having machines like this, various scanners, but not being able to use them. What would you say are some of the challenges that professionals may face or may come across when using some of the products?
Understanding the material. Obviously, most professionals out there will understand what comes out, the data that the scanner is giving you from the vehicle. The major obstacle that they run is most of us all want an easy button. We all want a tool, we're paying and we're investing, that tells you what's wrong with the car. Unfortunately, it doesn't exist. Technicians still need to be technicians, interpret the data and
Correct.
fix the vehicle. But the biggest obstacle I run into is they all ask me, does your tool tell me what's wrong with the car? Unfortunately, no.
Gotcha. Now, in addition to that, Ms. Jeremiah, the first ever tool show will be held in the British Virgin Islands. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just as excited as you to be able to have such a magnificent event be featured in the British Virgin Islands. Tell us about this tool show that is going to be held on Wednesday, March 6th.
Yes, so basically, as you said, we are very excited and we're hoping that this can last for years to come. And this is our opportunity basically to not just to our customers that are mechanics, but to extend it to those beyond, even those in the competitive industry, where you have an opportunity to come and see for yourself what opportunities lie right in front of you at your fingertips. You don't have to worry about going to the States market to get these things or going to other Caribbean. We're bringing it here right to you, right at your fingertips. And the benefit of this tool show allows us to not only do with the diagnostic tools, but tools that you probably had your eyes on at the store that may be beneficial for a handmade person on their own, or a body shop that wanted something but to get further, but they had the opportunity to get it done. You can come in tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and you will have 20% off all of our tools and equipment, no matter what subsection they fall under. We are willing to celebrate with everyone because it's something that is worth celebrating.
Beautiful. And you mentioned about the 20% discount on all tools. Is there a cost associated with it, registration, or is it just open to the general public?
This is open to the general public. As I said, it could be from your everyday man to your most seasoned professional. Everyone is welcome. So everything in the store, once is a tool and equipment, you get it for 20% off. We're going to be there all day. We're going to have music. We're going to have fun. And most of all, we're going to have these two gentlemen on my side that's going to help provide the information that you need to be the better person that you can be.
Amazing. Well, when you put it like that, there's really not more to say. Gentlemen, and of course, Ms. Jeremiah, I want to thank you so much for your time. By extension, welcome to the British Virgin Islands.
Thank you.
I hope that the continued success of these programs through VI Motors is of paramount benefit, which they seem to have been to professionals young and old in the Virgin Islands. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Viewers, that's all the time we have. You heard it here first. On 284 Media, Virgin Islands Motors, of course, the auto training is taking place and tool show. In addition to that, students across the Virgin Islands, both at the H. Lively Stout Community College and the Virgin Islands School of Technical Studies, do have an opportunity to benefit from this training. I'm Ron Grant. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Bye-bye.